Whatever you can do to claim your power. Food that you eat with a spoon, eat with a fork instead, right? I mean, on every level that you can do. Take up something like fencing or something that's combative. Find your power. Find your power out there, just where you're becoming visible and claiming a position of power. The antidote of the helplessness needs to kick in. Because you've done so much work and it's like so many things are in place, what's going on here? But there's something really mushy and I want to see it. You know, standing there with your staff and it's like, come on, why aren't you grabbing your staff and standing there? You know? And it's like, come on girl, come on, you know? Find that power. Find it. And it'll be a process because it'll be like, ooh, you know, of course.
Yeah.
But something is not aligned with actually the visibility that you need to allow yourself to have. The personality needs more visibility. You know? Yeah. And that won't bode well with the egoic pattern that's keeping the false I alive. Because the false I knows itself to be suppressed in some way, in any way. Any way will do really, just in some way dampened down. You know? Okay. And that's what's keeping the ego strong here, the identification. And obviously the knock-on effect is depression. Huh?
So as far as getting into that strong place, fencing, what other activities would help me get into that strong place?
Yeah. I don't know if you play sport, but it's something like tennis or squash that's competitive. Singles now,
some limited physical things too. So I have limited physical ability also.
Yeah.
And so, and I remember how good it felt for me when I was taking Tai Chi and got into the punches and kicks. And then my body rebelled.
This is the wiring.
So, the wiring. So I want to short circuit that.
Yeah, you need to short circuit that. A kinesiologist might help, just one session, in terms of telling your body that it's okay to have power and it's okay to be combative. If you can give your body a different message, that would be really useful. You know, just running that in. There's a very interesting exercise. If you stand facing north and you say a sentence like, I'm powerless, your body will stay still if it has no resonance. And if you believe it, your body will, it'll move forward. Actually works. Your body will actually move. It's like, oh my God, you'll be tilting forward if it's like, yep, that's me. Whereas otherwise it's like, I'm powerless, yeah, okay, what's on TV? You know, it's like, and it's amazing, your body will actually like, yeah, I'm yielding, I'm moving towards that belief. It's a little kinesiology thing, but it's very useful for just checking out. It's like, okay, what beliefs are running here around my lack of power? But if you could go to somebody to just clear away those beliefs, that'd be really useful. Because your body is enforcing it, as you've discovered yourself. You know? So in the meantime, I don't know, something like chess, where you have to attack. You know?
My grandkids try to get me to play chess with them.
Haha. Yeah, and feel okay about beating them, you know?
Okay.
Like, really. You know? It's like, don't let them win all the time. It's actually, I need to just put them into a corner here. Come on. Allow yourself to fight, you know? Join a chess club or anything that's combative, that involves pushing yourself out there and being competitive and giving the kicks, giving the punches.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll just be an antidote to the helplessness. Because that's the biggest thing that needs to happen really, is that aligning with your own personal power. Because you've got a few systems there which kind of undermine you, and it's like it's kind of comfortable for you to undermine yourself, and it's like, hey, this has got to stop. Because the ego is getting fatter on this, of course. You know, The me story is enriched with this.
So it won't feed my ego to be combative and assertive, and
You'll spot it a mile away.
okay.
It's actually more important to do it because it can find your natural balance. And when you find your natural balance and you're okay with power, and helplessness is of no interest to you because it's like, well, what do I want to be helpless for? That's all. Being helpless is completely based on there being power someplace else. That's a very dualistic mode. When I'm helpless, it's because somebody else has power. You see? So in moving out of that, it's about claiming what power is right for you. If the ego goes to town on it, you'll turn into an abusive person, but you're so far from that. If you're claiming power for 100 years, you wouldn't be able to abuse power. So I wouldn't worry about it. Okay? So exercising it, you'll actually find, oh my God, this actually feels all right. I feel kind of potent. That would be wonderful. That would be just wonderful. When that then comes into balance, it's about naturally being human, a balanced human being. And the ego can't find as much juice there for itself. It can only find juice in the dysfunction.
All right. Awesome.
You see?
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.